Welcome to the Chappaqua Library News. My name is Joan Kuhn and I'm the program coordinator at the library. Today, Andrew Farber, who is the library director, is going to talk about some of the things happening at the library. Welcome, Andrew, and thank you for being here.
So thank you, Joan, for that lovely introduction. As Joan said, I'm Andrew Farber, the director of the Chappaqua Library. This year, the Chappaqua Library is celebrating our centennial anniversary. We will be 100 years old officially this June. We are planning a series of programs that have already started for our centennial, which Joan will be detailing. These programs and activities will continue throughout the year. And in June, on June 4th, we will be having our official centennial celebration. We are inviting guest speakers. We would like to record our community's stories about the library over the years, and we'll be burying a time capsule, which we've asked our community members to submit photos, memories, and stories that we can include. Right. That will be on June 4th.
Right, and I just want to know, as one of the employees who has been here the longest, I will have lots of memories if anybody asks me. Of course, it's not my 100th anniversary, but I've been here a long time. Yeah, so we're really excited about it. You know, you have a lot of stuff planned, and it'll be starting at 11 o'clock, I think.
Yes, 11 o'clock on June 4th.
Okay, great. But I know there's a lot of other things going on in the library. We've just had, as you said, the book sale, and anything else you want to discuss?
Well, I wanted to just remind the community that our budget vote will be held on March 17th from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the Horace Greeley High School. This year, we are asking for a budget increase of $101,015 for a total budget of $3,454,254. We have used that money to circulate materials throughout COVID, to host programs both in person and virtually. We have added a tremendous number of electronic materials, and we have successfully completed the expansion of our children's room, our teen space, and our new bathrooms. Oh. We have also completed a roof restoration, and thankfully have a brand new roof that no longer leaks into the building.
As one who's been here a long time, I just want to tell everybody that has been the bane of our existence. The roof has constantly leaked. So I'm so glad, and I'm so happy to see that that roof is staying dry.
Yes.
Yes.
The library is back fully open to the public. We are open our normal hours from 9 a.m. Until 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. on Friday, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, and from 1 to 4 on Sundays. So thankfully, we have come through COVID, and we are able to have both virtual programs. Our children's room is doing indoor story times again. And as the weather opens up, we will be also able to use our courtyard to do outdoor programming. Joan, I know you're going to be talking about all of the programs that the library is offering. So I encourage everybody to please come out and vote to support the library. We also have 3 Board of Trustee positions that are open. If anyone is interested in running for the board, it is a write-in campaign for the board members currently. I would also like to congratulate the Friends of the Chappaqua Library. They had their first book sale last week since the pandemic and construction. It was a wonderful event. We received a tremendous outpouring of donations from the public for the book sale itself. And I want to congratulate Catherine Weinmark, the president of the Friends, along with all of the Friends, for their hard work putting together such a successful book sale. This year also marks the Friends' 50th anniversary, and I'd like to congratulate them on working with the Chappaqua Library this whole time to support us, to provide additional funding for furniture, technology in the new teen room, furniture, decorations in the children's room, along with all of the help supporting programming that they've historically done. So again, thank you to the Friends of the Chappaqua Library. Joan,
Okay,
I'd like to turn it over to you for your programs.
Well, I want to just also reiterate and thank the Friends of the Chappaqua Library. You know, we have a lot of programs that are just funded. All our book discussion groups are funded from the Friends of the Chappaqua Library. So I do want to thank them. And they have been all very successful, especially this time of COVID. We still have our book discussions are mostly all virtual. We do have one that's in person, and they voted to stay virtual. But they're still so successful, you can't imagine. And I want to thank again the Friends for keeping this support going. I also want to highlight one of the services that the library offers, and that's museum passes. Many of you might know that the library has membership to many museums, and the following museums are the ones that we have the free passes to. The first one is the American Museum of Natural History, which is probably our most successful. You are allowed to get one reservation per year, and it's not a calendar year, but it's the first day that you take out the pass. So if it's like December 10th, 2022, that is your reservation for the year till December 10th, 2023. So that's the only museum that has that stipulation. The other museums that we have museum passes for is the Guggenheim Museum, the Museum of Modern Art, the Intrepid, Storm King, the New York Historical Society, and starting soon will be Stone Barns. In order to get a museum pass, you must have a Chappaqua Library card. It is not open to Westchester Library System residents, only to Chappaqua Library residents, and less than a $5 bill on your card. In other words, we don't want anyone who's got fines going pretty high in the numbers. And there is one pass per household for 30 days. So that's very different from the American Museum of Natural History. Each pass will allow you to have free entry. And it doesn't, the pass is given to you for 3 days. So it's 1 day to pick it up, 1 day to go to the museum, and 1 day to return it. If the museum pass comes in late, you get a $10 fee per day. If you lose it, you will owe us what is we paid for a membership. Patrons are also responsible for checking the COVID rules and regulations. So, I mean, I've used it myself, and it's really very easy, and it's a wonderful service that the library offers. And I encourage all of you to do it. You could reserve it online. Now, if the holidays are coming up, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a mad dash for people to get passes. So if you know it, if you could plan ahead, I would advise you to do that. Okay, the programs that are coming up at the library, we have a huge list of programs just for the month of May. And first, I will talk about the adult programs. The next one will be is Monday, May 2nd, which is today when we're taping, and it's our Best Books You Never Read, facilitated by Joan Schulman. If you're interested in joining that group, I don't have the name of the book because right now they vote on it, and I don't know what they have voted on, but she has, you could email me at jkuhn, jkuhn@wlsmail.org, and I will put you in touch with Joan Schulman. The next program is May 4th, and that's on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And we're very excited because it's Woody Guthrie's daughter, Nora Guthrie, who wrote a book called Woody Guthrie, Songs and Art, Words and Wisdom. And she was doing this multimedia presentation about this man and this singer and songwriter who has been unique, certainly, and is an icon of the Depression era, and wrote the world's most famous protest song, This Land Is Your Land. Guthrie created a personal philosophy that has impacted generations of Americans and inspired musician activists from Pete Seeger and Bruce Springsteen to Anna Annie DeFranco, and Chuck D. As Bob Dylan noted of Guthrie, you could listen to his songs and actually learn how to live. This is a registered online program, and I hope you will join us. And that's on Wednesday, May 4th at 7 o'clock. Just go to our website, which is chappaqua.library.org, and register. There's another program on May 6th, which is a Friday at 9 o'clock. And this is a series being offered by Westchester Library System. It's called Westchester Breathes. And when you participate in this program, you will learn gentle movements, breathing, and relaxation techniques that reduce the experience of stress and anxiety. So it's every Friday morning at 9 o'clock. Just register on our website, chappaqua.library.org. That afternoon on May 6th, we continue our art series with Larry D'Amico, and he will be discussing John Twachtman, who will be showing at Greenwich Historical Society. And John Twachtman takes a unique, holistic approach to his Greenwich paintings. He talks about his paintings that he did of his house and his property. So you might be very interested. And so that's on the 6th at 2 o'clock. On Saturday, May 7th, that is one of our centennial programs, and it's called Library for a Day. And it's to join the library staff to revisit what the library was like years ago. And it is being co-sponsored by the Newcastle Historical Society and the Newcastle Recreation and Park. And they will have traditional wooden toys, photographs, and documents from the archives, picture book story time with library director Andrew at 3 o'clock, and a scavenger hunt throughout town. And you will be able to design and color your own book medal. So there's a lot going on for the first activity for the centennial. So it's called Library for a Day, and I encourage all of you who have a family. This would be great for kids, and they'll see what it was like, how we used to check out books. I even remember that.
And Joan, just I'm sure everyone remembers, but Center Street was the location of the library
right
before we moved to our current facility.
Right.
So we'll be looking back at our time in that space fondly, and encourage everyone to please come out and enjoy
right.
it.
And just so those kids who go to Grafflin Elementary School, the librarian was Alice Grafflin, and that's how your school got its name. So I heard she was a very good librarian. On the 9th, we continue with our series called the Foreign Policy Discussion Group, and we will be having David Markey, who is a senior advisor on South Asia, I just realized, at the U.S. Institute of Peace, and he will be discussing China, India. Will the homoths collide? That's a very interesting thought about that. So he's very, very popular, and I think many of you would like it. Then on Tuesday, May 10th at 7:30, we continue with another online book discussion group run by Christine Bobkoff. She will be reading the book Mother Night by Kurt Vonnegut. And if you're interested in it, please write to me at jkuhn@wlsmail.org if you're interested in joining. This is one of the first Friends of the Library programs that I want to again thank the Friends for. They have been supporting this program, this particular book discussion, for more years than I could tell you, and we really thank them. It's been incredibly successful, and that's probably also due to Christine Bobkoff, the facilitator. The next is a storytelling, and that's another centennial program, which is Tuesday, May 10th at 7 o'clock. And it's from, the storyteller is Carol Birch. Carol Birch used to be a children's room librarian and head of the children's room here at the Chappaqua Library. She retired, but she has not stopped telling stories. She has won what is equivalent to the Oscar in storytelling, and she will be here talking about our storied lives. It is from the roaring 20s until today's. Families' lives weave hilarity and drenching sorrow in and out of numberless ordinary days. These ordinary days shimmer in memory and flickering light. So join Carol Birch for one of the family's journeys through our storied centennial year. Carol's conversational style is fiercely honest as she reminds us how wonderfully strange and strangely wonderful families are. That's May 10th at 7 o'clock. No registration needed, and it is in person. This is our first real in-person programming, and I hope you will come. We will be doing it in the library theater, and everything should work out fine, we're hoping. Then there's Thursday, May 12th at 1 o'clock, which is another successful book discussion group called Book Lovers, run by Barbara Bernstein. Again, it is sponsored by the Friends of the Chappaqua Library. They will be reading Sing You Home by Jodi Picoult. It is at 1 o'clock. Register if you're interested and not on our mailing list at jkuhn@wlsmail.org. Then on May 12th at 7, another online author talk, which is again a centennial program. And the book is called Almost Happy, Pushing Your Buttons with Reverse Psychology by Dr. and Mrs. Kaplan. At the center of the library is the community. Community brings us together, and so does laughter. The authors of Almost Happy invite you to find your buttons, laugh at your inner joke, and be warmly provoked to change for the better. Almost Happy introduces the reader to a practical and accessible way to use humor to affect change. Reverse psychology can provoke us to discover, own, and enact authentic solutions to many of our issues. Continuing with our book discussions, we have one of our newer ones, which is called What Ifs, run by Miriam Safa, and that's on Wednesday, May 18th at 7 o'clock. And she reads science fiction books, sort of edgy books, and we've got a whole lot of people that like those edgy books. And the first book she'll be reading is Screw Tape, Proposes a Toast by C.S. Lewis. And the next one on that date will be Mr. Death by Alex Harrow. That's Wednesday, May 18th at 7. If you're interested, again, email me. And then we continue on with another art series on May 20th. That's Larry D'Amico's art series, which will be Friday, May 20th at 2 o'clock. And he will be discussing Mark Rothko's work on paper, which will be shown at the National Gallery of Art on November 19th, 23 until March 31st, 24. The exhibition examines 100 paintings on paper, and the exhibit offers a new view of the artist's developments. His work ranged from early watercolors to oil and acrylics. And the last discussion I'm going to book discussion we're talking about is our Great Books discussion group, which is run by Sally Scudo, who is a staff member here at the library. And it will be another in-person program, Wednesday, March 25th at 7 o'clock. And join us for stimulating discussions of selections from great world literature. Each discussion will be guided by a trained leader, who is Sally, who may ask questions but not answer them. Using the shared inquiry method, the readers explore their understanding of a thought-provoking work of literature or philosophy. The books will be from a civilly engaged reader, and the title will be The Lesson by Tony Katie Bambara. Hope those are the programs going on just in the adult section. The teen programs are also quite extensive. They're mostly series and they extend every week. The first one will begin May 2nd, and then it'll be the 16th, the 23rd, and so on. It's an embroidery class for teens being grade 5 and up. Learn the ancient and rich art of embroidery. Embellish your clothing and with designs. Register by emailing Kathy Paulson, who is our young adult librarian, and her email is cpaulsen, PAULSEN at WLSmail.org. Right. She's also running a garden club for teens, which begins May 3rd, 12th, 1926, and it's for grades 5 and up, and it's planting vegetables and flowers. Again, more information, email Kathy. And starting May 11th, which is a Wednesday at 3:30, learn to play chess. That is also, we used to have a lot of, a very famous chess champion that used to live in Chappaqua. And on Community Day, this is just an aside, we used to have him in the center of a circle of tables, and he would play simultaneously about 10 to 12 people. And chess, he was an amazing man. And he worked for Channel 13, I think it was a lecture company at the time. Just so you would all know, chess is an integral part of this town. The children's room has also a whole selection of special programs, starting with storybook dance with Christina in our courtyard, and that will be on Tuesday, May 3rd at 10:30. And go on an adventure into a storybook and dance your way through the pages. It's for ages 3 to 5, and you register through the children's room. On May 5th, we could explore Asia, and they'll be talking about Vietnam. Learn about the mythical creatures of Vietnam, read a book, and create your own creatures. It's for grades K through 3. Again, register through the children's room. And then the very famous Lego Club, Monday, May 16th at 4 in the library, and you do something constructive. Now, I know kids in this town must love Lego, but you have no idea how much Lego we have at the Chappaqua Library. It is for grades K to 5, and please register. And then on May 18th, there's the Drag Queen Story Time. It's Wednesday, May 18th at 4 p.m. in the courtyard. Come meet the fabulous Kitty Bamboozle as a fun-filled story time with books and songs, geared for ages 3 to 6, but all ages are welcome. I did go to it the last time she was here. She's a fabulous person. We had a wonderful time. Everyone who attended absolutely loved it. So I hope you will come and support the Drag Queen Story Time. Then again, on May 19th, we have Explore Asia, and this time it's Thailand, and learn about the importance of elephants in Thailand, read a book, and create mini umbrellas. It's for grades 3 and up. Again, please register. And the last program is the egg drop, another favorite of mine. Build a contraption to protect a raw egg. On Tuesday, May 24th at 4 o'clock. It's for grades 3 to 6. Please register. When you see the contraptions that these kids come up with, it's totally amazing. So I hope you will all come. And don't forget that Children's Room has many story hours. You just look them up on our website. And they have 2 books discussion groups, one called the Zooks book group, and the other is the Young Critics. Again, you'll find it on our website. So that pretty much is all the programs that's going on in the library and all the some of the services that we offer. So Andrew, do you have anything else to contribute that we might have missed?
No, I think we've got a tremendous amount of programs, as everyone has heard. Joan, thank you again for sharing all of that information, and we look forward to seeing everyone in the building.
Okay. All right, everyone, and thank you all for coming. Have a wonderful spring. The pollen is pretty high, though, I will hear, but have a wonderful time in the spring. And please come and celebrate with us for our centennial, the big celebration being June 4th at the library at 11 o'clock. Thank you all for coming, and we'll hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.